What is up, guys? So this is going to be a little quick tutorial on how to install the Ikea lover seats slash Chaise. So I'm making this video because the manual on the installation is not the best, and when I did try to YouTube a video on how to install it, is literally just videos with cringy music. No one's actually talking. It's just like little subtitles over here, like put this there, followed by like a terrible footage or a clip. I'm not saying this video is amazing. I'm sure you guys will have skipped by now already. Just get straight into an installment. This should not take you more than 1.5 hours. I made my mistakes because, again, the manual and the tutorials on YouTube are terrible. It took me a lot longer than it should. This installation is not complex. Again, it should take you about 1 hour to 1.5 hours by yourself. The manual, they decided to put that into the cover sheet. So for anyone curious, so this is the backboard, Velcro on this side. Then what we're gonna do is see that 4-hole, boom, boom, boom. We're gonna put the seating part, which is that piece. That I'm doing it with one hand, so pretty much it's gonna like put it down like this. It'll be so much easier if there's someone here, but then just put the screws in the 4-hole along with the seats. So I mean, I'd pop in 3 of them already, so we're using the big ones. So I'm just gonna do the final one. Again, I'm doing it with one hand while recording, so it is gonna be a little more difficult, but okay. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use these. So we're gonna put that one underneath. Here, I'll show you. Okay. You're not gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna use that. Oh wow, how am I gonna do this? Pretty much you would need 2 hands to do this, but you're gonna pop that on and then screw it tight with this. Pretty much, use these and then after you're done with that, use this to, just tighten it up. Oh, you see how that is not plush? It's just because the bottom part is not tightened enough, but once you tighten it, it's gonna be plush down. Next part, covers. I didn't bother filming the actual installation part on this because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just pop the covers on and then seal the corners with the annoying little Velcro bit. So I have the couch light, facing like that because you have to Velcro all that little bits in, which is a little annoying, so do it as best you can. And now I'm just gonna bring it back down. Oh my god. Yep. At this point, your sofa should be looking like this. I didn't bother recording the actually putting this cover on because this is super generic stuff. Next up, we're gonna add the panels into the couch. So the panels, what we would have to, or what you would have to do is get the covers, pack those 2 panels up, and then we will go into the next step. Okay, so with the panel, that took me a while to figure out. So 2 panels, but then you got a left side and a right side. The bottom slightly different, meaning with the cover, there's 2 covers obviously, but then like one is specifically for, let's say, the left one specifically for the right one. So here, put the panel down like this, and then as to the cover, there's 2 sides to it. There's a side that have like it's cut, as you can see. It has the pattern over here. So keep that full side and literally put the full side facing you, and then that's how it would go. And dude, this video will literally save you so much time. I made the mistakes, and so you don't have to. So you see what I mean? And then there's a freaking velvet. You just have to snap everything down together. So, you know, just fix that up. You know, I'm just giving a demonstration. And then, you know, the back would fit perfectly to the specific cover. And then again, stick all the little like side corners into the velvet to secure it. All right, you're still following along. Flip the couch over so it just look like this. And now we're gonna add the panels in. So if you add the panel side by side with the couch, if you see that, wrong panel, you know, and then just go with the other one. The hollow side facing down. So if you guys just did buy the lover seats, go for it. Install both arm panel. But then if you guys do have a Chaise, this is where you would decide whether you want to put the Chaise on the left side of the couch or the right side. In my case, I want it on the left side. So on the left side of the lover seat, do not install the panel. The remaining of these are literally just for the panels. So I have my set for 4 of, so there's 2. Got 1 there, 1 right there. So what we're gonna do is, okay, major mistake. So what I thought is you would just put it on this side, but no, you would put it on the outside. So pretty much you put that part right in there, and it's, you know, just screw that in. Screw that in. You would do 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and then once that's done, you would just align it. So pretty much just push it, align it to the sofa. So once you put all the screws in, push it in, it should look like something like that. And then from here, you would just add that, and then tighten it with that here. And now we would just use that. You know, just do that for all 4 of them. Just got that second leg on. Next is, all we have is to do is boom, add these. Installing this part, you kind of have to play around with it. You can spin it in, you can push it. Yeah, it kind of really depends on, I don't want to say the section, but it is depending on the section, because some areas I can literally just push it in. Others, like this one, I have to spin it a little bit. Okay, right here I messed up. I installed both units, but I was supposed to only install 1. So I want my Chaise to be on this side, so I didn't have to install that. So what I'm going to have to do right now is remove that. Alright, so this is for the Chaise. Number 1, I installed it already, but these 4 blocks, roll it in, or sorry, spin it in or push it in. I did a little bit of both. Ideally, you would just have to spin it in the beginning, and then you would be able to push it in. So that is step number 1. Okay, so after that, let's organize all the little gadgets that it comes with. So voila, this is what we have. Grab the longest one. So that's the longest one. Grab one of that too. The little circle thing into the little bolts. And then, like you see, dude, so only like one side would have 2 holes. See that 2 hole? This side won't have it. So go to the 2 hole, as you can see. And dude, you're literally gonna have to like break the fabric in there. So push the little thing in. I'm pushing this in, by the way. Push that in. It's kind of hard filming with one hand. And then when you took the Chaise out, you have this long like back piece, right? You working with me here? But then make sure like that little part, the velvet, is facing down, because this is going to be like the back, if that makes sense. And all you have to do is, you see that little screw over there, right over there, you pop it into that hole, and it's just going to connect. If you're literally struggling with this part, I just want to show you something. When you put the screw on over there, the alignment, especially if you're doing it by yourself, you know, at this position, dude, this right here is a little too low. So you're gonna have to find a way to level this up just slightly, so that, as you can see, would align to the hole. You see how far apart that is? So you might have a difficult time with that, but once you get this in, it should be a lot easier. This is not the most ideal thing to do, but I literally use my foot to give it a little boost to get this little thing in. Once you pop it in, it is gonna kind of like lock after the first, you know, turn, and then, I mean, you should be pretty good from there on. And then again, just use this and just spin the shit out of it, you know, just, you know, spin it like, you know, spin it like that. Yeah, it's crushing my feet, man. At this point, I'm just putting in the other one, you know, that other bolt. I'm doing it like some Superman kind of thing. And I'm just gonna try to film while doing it with one hand. So I mean, with this, you know, just screw that on, make it tight. See, boom, make it tight as shit. Tighten that up. That's good. Literally only the first one is a little difficult, but I'm just gonna tighten this up slightly more. You see that? Yeah, man. Alright. And then I know all the stuff for there, but you know, that is progress. At this point, you just have to pretty much just pop in the freaking fabric. If you did buy the set like I did, check that out, you know. It'll tell you which box the covers in. I mean, covers on. I'm not really gonna, you know, show you guys how to put a cover on, because that's self-explanatory. But I will say, make sure this part is snug before you know, drag this down. Velcro's right over here, so Velcro that up to make it smooth as possible. And literally all around the edge throughout the Chaise would have Velcro underneath, so just literally just tuck that in and Velcro it. So I know this is not perfect right now, but it is what it is. But just make sure you don't tug one side more than the other. You just have to keep everything aligned and even. So you see this, we're gonna connect the Chaise into the sofa right now. So I did disassemble that part, which we're gonna add to the Chaise over on that side later. But this, what got me confused for a while, this does not go on that, it goes right here, as it is the attachment. So you would just use, boom, and then the bottom, again using one hand, but you know, and later we're just gonna, you know, bolt it like that. Yeah, I don't know if this is considered a mistake over here, but when you are installing the attachment to conjoint your Chaise on, use the same screws over here. In my case, I didn't do that, but it didn't make a big difference in the end. Everything's sturdy. But if you do want to have a more organized, clean looking layout where like all the screws are the exact same, over here, use the same screws for this installment. It will make sense once you see the clip. So to bolts, you know, that we're gonna use these. So all you need is 2 of those. We're gonna install it with that, and then the same old that to tighten it. So when you install this, you can literally just roll it in, but then after, you're gonna need this, you know, just to tighten it. But then on the other side, you're gonna use that just to hold it, to keep it tight so you can actually tighten it. It's okay to fasten the first one up, but then the bottom one, you're gonna add, here, I'll show you. You're gonna have two of those rods. Align the rod and then put the screw on, and then screw in 1, 2, 3 of those. This is a lounge with these hooks. Put it on the side where you're gonna put the armrest. Yeah, so I did, I guess, messed up, but it didn't really impact this at all. So two different versions, as you can see, but again, no issues at all. If you do want to prevent this from happening, just use the same bolts for these, but no one's gonna see regardless. At this part, all I did was I moved the arm panel next to the Chaise. So last couple of steps, really. So this is kind of like extra security. You just pop it in the middle. So this is the armrest, by the way. I moved it to the Chaise. So this, you would just kind of just pop it in the middle, and then you would just, tighten it until it's tight. And then you have the 4 bulbs or the screws, and then you're literally done. Quick tip over here: if you're having trouble installing the side panel onto the Chaise, flip the Chaise over to the side and then put the arm panel on top of the Chaise. At that point, you're gonna have easier time just screwing on the bolts. So at that point, you just have to, I know the place is super messy, just put the covers into the freaking covers, and then voila. And then this part, pull the sofa down, pull the Chaise down, and literally just attach this to that. You got the 2 hooks, simple as that, and then voila. As you can see, voila. Last part, all you have to do is just put the covers into the cushion. My overall opinion on this Ikea lover seat / Chaise set. I ordered the color black, which is a $200 add-on option, but this is more so charcoal gray, which is a little disappointing. The fabric itself, it's a little like tough on the skin. It's not the most comfortable thing ever. I don't know if there's a break-in period. If you did buy the light gray, it would be $200 cheaper. For the price point, it's not a bad investment, you can say. But I will say, once you buy something like this brand new, if you do decide to sell it the next year, it's gonna lose significant amount of value. So for this example, I spent about $1,700 plus delivery. And I know for a fact, if I do decide to move next year, the value of this, if I'm lucky, I will get something like $300 for it. And I do see a lot of people selling this on secondhand website for $300 to $500. So if you are on a budget, you can literally get this for half the price of brand new. The only challenging part is you're just gonna have to disassemble it and figure a way to pack it into your not car. You're gonna need like a SUV or like a van at least, because this is massive, bro.